It's like the main thing, and it controls most of the stuff, most of the big stuff. Like you add and take away vehicles and weapons and such. Glow. I'm not sure what this does. Grenade HUD interface. This just sets up the interface for the grenades. HUD globals. This is the main tag for the HUD. HUD message text. This is just the HUD, which is the message text, and this just controls that. HUD number. This controls the HUD numbers, like how far you're away from something or such. Input device defaults. I'm not sure what this does. Item. You can pick up items and such. It's not an item collection tag, but below we see here we have the item collection tag, which spawns weapons and stuff in your map when you start a multiplayer map. Lens flare. Lens flare. This adds a lens flare to any device, such as a car or a sun and such. Light. A light. This is a simple light, and you can just add this, and you can do different light effects. Light volume. Light volume is something I'm not sure about, but I think it is a little bit more complicated than light. Lighting. I don't know anything about lighting either. Material effects. This set up some material effects, like when you shoot the ground, like grass comes out in dirt. So that sets up. You shoot glass, glass comes out. So that's material effects. Meter. This is just something set up for like a gun meter and such. Alright. Now we have model. This is like I believe, I'm not sure what this does. I've never used it before actually. But then we have model animations, which is the animations for stuff. And then the model collision geometry, which sets up the collision on everything. Then we have multiplayer scenario description, and I'm not sure what this does, but I've never checked it out. Object, I don't know what it is. Particle. Particle sets up like different particles, like, you know, kind of like when a car is going on the dirt, it, you know, puts up dust or different stuff. And so is particle systems, and that can also be used in the weather system, I believe so. Physics, you know, just giving stuff physics like cars and crap. Placeholder, not sure what it does. Physics points, not sure what it does. I believe it has something to do with vehicles. Preference networks game, I'm not sure what it does. Projectile, this sets up like when you shoot the rocket launcher, it actually shoots a projectile that is a model, but you also can set up different stuff that works with the projectile. Scenario is the main thing when you open up Sapien, and you add stuff into this. Then you have the scenario structure BSP. This contains all the information for the model in the BSP, and this is changed when you make new lighting and such. Scenery just contains all the models that are scenery, trees, rocks, and such like that. Shader. Now we're getting to the texture shaders, and there's a lot of these, and they all do different things. We have the shader. This is the default shader. I don't really use this at all, so I'm not sure exactly what it's made for. Shader environment. Use this for all BSP textures. Shader model. This goes on scenery, bipeds, and such. Then you have transparent Chicago and transparent Chicago extended. This makes transparent shaders, which makes things you know, see-through and stuff. Then you have a transparent generic. I don't really use this. We have glass. This makes stuff breakable and act like glass. We have a meter, plasma, and water. I don't use this stuff except for the water. The water is used for making water, of course. Sky. Sky contains all the information for skies, you know, all the textures and movement and the geometry in the sky. I've never made a custom sky, but there are tutorials around to do that, and maybe I'll look into that later. Sound environment, looping, and scenery. These all have different uses. The sound tag contains all the information for the actual wave that you created, and is the building point of making music or sounds. Sound environment is like caves, bathroom, stuff like that. So you set these up, and it does different stuff, like it sets up like the reverb and stuff like that, and you know, it just sets up how everything sounds in that certain environment. Like the gun might sound different in a different environment than it does, like in a cave, than it does when you're out in the open. And then you set that up in Sapien for which one is which. Sound looping. This sets up the sound looping, which kind of makes everything work, including music. So that's a big part of music. So sound looping is used mainly for music. And then sound scenery. You just place sound. It's just a looping sound, and it stays at one place, and it's in each place. So that just keeps that in one place, and that's like adding a sound somewhere. Then we have this. I don't know what that is. A string list. I actually have a tutorial on the string list editor, so you basically know what the string list is, but it just contains like U1. Enemy has captured the flag. Press F to pick up gun. That's basically what this contains. Tag collection, I can't remember what that's for. Then you have UI widget collection and UI widget definition. Don't know what these do. Of course, they have something to do with the user interface. Then you got Unicode string list. This is also having to do with the whole string list thing. Got unit. That's just for like that is like a something. I'm not sure, like a player, I believe, or maybe something to do with HUD. But then we have unit HUD interface, and that sets up the HUD for a unit, which I'm not sure about all this, but I think I've seen it before. Vehicle. This just sets up the basic vehicle tag. Virtual keyboard. Never played with this. I think this is just for the Xbox. I don't actually think it's in the Halo Custom Edition, but I think maybe it can be unlocked, which is kind of useless anyways. Weapon. It's your base weapon tag. You know, everything connects to the weapon tag, like the model connects to the tag, the collision geometry connects to the tag, and such like that. Then we have the weapon HUD interface, and this is just the HUD of the weapon. Like when you pick it up, you get a new HUD for the weapon. And most of these are standard, but you know, you get your different bullets, your different reticules and stuff like that. Weather particle system. This is the full weather system. This is like the thing you add in on Sapien to get it set up for, like, you know, snowing or raining or stuff like that. And you got wind, and that's just for the wind. Makes the, you know, it makes stuff, you know, it makes the which way the contrails go, like in the game. Like when you shoot a sniper rifle, they go a different direction depending on the wind. The flag waves in the wind depending on which direction it's going, and the wind controls stuff like that. Alright, now that I've gone over like all the tags, at least in the stock Guerilla, I'm going to go into and edit some stuff, but I'm going to end this tutorial right here, and I'll pick up on part 2 or 3, whatever this ends up to be. I think I just spent like 20 minutes explaining all the tags. Anyways, this has been our command tutorial. Thanks for watching.